always asked me, what do you look for in a woman and this, that, and other. And, I always, because I train a lot of women have always been like, because I come from an objective standpoint. I have nothing to gain. I ain't trying to get in your draws. I'm big brother. So I came up with this little series called Men Who Think Like Me. I always say, man, but a lot of people, a lot of men do think like me. But the only difference is I'll shoot you straight. I'll tell you the truth, my personal truth. And again, this is only coming from my experience. And in a lot of things, when I say it, you'll be like, dang. Okay, so that's kind of like how y'all think. That's how, you kind of strategize stuff. And, it's kind of like an eye-opener when you get a different perspective versus just talking to your girlfriend, and your girlfriend don't know nothing. That's kind of like me asking a buddy of mine, hey, man, tell me about why Claudette acting like this? Okay, person that I'm asking hadn't had nobody in the last 5-10 years. So, again, sometimes you got to look at who you asking questions to. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tamara, what's going on, Liz? We got all these beautiful people up here. But let me tell you some stuff, though. Let me tell you some good stuff, though, that might help you in your dating life. Because, see, like with me, and I'm just going to share some good stuff with you. See, I always tell people, you have to date as if you're a CEO of a company, of a multi-million-dollar company. But you also have to act like you're a owner of a sports franchise, and then put it all together. Then people are like, what? See, I always tell people, life is like business and sports. And if you can master business and sports and make it your own thing and make it your own formula for success and come up with your own strategies based upon the mentality of sports and business, you'll win every time. And when I tell you this stuff, you're going to be like, dang, I never thought about it that way. Watch. First of all, let me give you the first move. First thing you have to do, because I know a lot of women who are trying to find that relationship, that great relationship, that awesome relationship. Let me tell you something about me. I originally, before I called it Men Who Think Like Me, I called it Men Like Me. If you're trying to get a man like me, I'm gonna give you some insight. A man like me, okay, I love God. I love God first and foremost. I have a passion that wakes me up every day to help people. Okay, I'm a millionaire, but I'm also a millionaire who does not cheat on his woman. You would be hard pressed to find anybody in this city, the sexiest city in the world, who can say, I have stepped out in my relationship and I've been in the same relationship for right at 6 years. So I always say, if you want to find a man like me, I mean, what better person to tell you how to snatch you than me? Okay, so let me give you some good stuff. First of all, lesson number one. Good morning, y'all. Lesson number one. Before you put your heart into anything, because even the good book tells you, you got to guard your heart. See, a lot of y'all don't guard your heart. That's rule number one. Guard your heart before you get into anything. Guard and protect your heart. Because what a lot of y'all would do, if you own a car dealership, how your car dealership would work would be something like this. Go ahead, take the keys to the car, Bring it, make the payments whenever you want to. I'll be here. Just take the big body Benz convertible, and whatever you finish with it, just drop it back off. There'll be no payment plan. There wouldn't be any date in which you have to make payments for. You just go ahead and give the keys away without signing any kind of contracts or getting any kind of understanding. See, that's why you have to, before you even step into something, make up in your mind, you're going to guard your heart. That's first thing. That's first things first. First of all, and let me put this into a sports context first. Okay, first of all, when you are a professional football organization, okay, first thing they do, they scout out talent. And that's what you have to do. You have to scout out talent. But see, this is how NFL teams do it. They scout out players. And we'll call your future significant other players. They scout out players, and it's based off of needs. Okay, if the Atlanta Falcons need a receiver, they're scouting all over for the fastest receiver who has great hands, who can catch the ball, who can make plays, who are character people. They don't have to worry about them getting in trouble all the time. They show up every day. Character and commitment is all in line. They don't have to worry about that. So basically, NFL teams scout for needs. Now let's put that in the context of you. You have to figure out, what are your top 3 needs? What do you need from that man? What do you need from that woman? What things on your team are missing that they can help you with? So you have to address your needs. Okay, if it's that person who can uplift you and help you get to the next level, good. If it's that person who is a great teammate, who can, as a team, get y'all to the next level, move the ball down the field, awesome. If you need somebody that you can confide in, that you feel like always have your back, boom, find that person, get that person, scout that person. But also, as you scout, once you finish scouting, who you want and what you want, what they look like, all that other good stuff, and the top 3 things that's important to you, then you have to become that CEO. You have to become that CEO, because I always say, you have to act like you're a Fortune 500 company. You're the CEO of a Fortune 500. That's how you have to treat your body. That's how you have to treat your value system. Like, you are the cream of the crop, the best of the best, and not anybody should just be able to holler at you. And it also starts with, before you qualify, understanding your level, understanding what you bring to the table. I always say, it's not about what somebody brings to the table when you own the table, when you already got your own table. You see what I'm saying? And if people don't bring anything to the table, then you got to do something else. Understand where you are. If you are a 10, don't fool with a 5, because again, that brings you down to a 7.5 when y'all together. If you are a 10, find yourself a 10 or better. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we'll be up here, date here, the next thing you know, you compromise yourself until you're down here. Okay, so qualify the person. It should not be easier to get into college, or to get that bank loan, or to get that car or that house. It shouldn't be easier to get those things than it is to get with you. So you have to qualify people. You have to basically look at their life's credit score. What have they produced? Can they bring some stuff to you? Can they add to you? So you're going to have to qualify some people. See, a lot of y'all date unqualified people. They were unqualified for their last relationship that's not even up to your standard. See, that's why you really, really, really have to understand where you are. And like I told Liz Roundtree yesterday, you can't date or get with somebody based upon where you are. You have to date based upon where you know you're going to end up. See, there's a difference between your now and your wow. Because again, if you don't prepare for your wow, then guess what happens? You'll start with somebody here and they're here, but then you start to outgrow people. So again, if you know you're going to end up here and this is going to be the end result, make sure you date and you get with somebody who's here also. So qualify your people. Now, after you qualify and you say, okay, cool, this person is cool. They got a lot of things going for them, and you're not looking at potential, because I always remember the first two letters of potential is PO. And if you're not careful, if you base stuff off potential, that's where people will leave you. Dry, broke, and PO. So once you qualify that person and you go out with that person a few times, you done qualified them, you say, okay, cool, they're good. The next thing you have to do, you have to draft that person. So you're going back to the NFL. You're going back from basically being a business back to the NFL. Now you have to draft that person. Now you have to say, you know what? I like this person. Okay, I'm going to give this a chance. But also, when you decide to give something a chance, still hold on and protect your heart. Once you draft somebody, it's not an immediate thing to where it's like, boom, here you go. Here's my heart. Here you go. Do whatever you want to with me. No, it don't work that way. This is a progression. You know, this is one of those deals to where throughout time, boom, you're going to give a little bit. Boom, you're going to give a little bit more. Boom, you ain't messing up. Boom, I can give you a little bit more. Boom, I can trust you. Boom, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. Boom, we good. But again, even with that, go back to the CEO mentality. The CEO mentality basically says it doesn't matter how long you serve at this business. I'm looking at your performance. What have you done lately? You know, you might have started off a certain way, but lately you hadn't been doing. See, that's when you turn back into the CEO and you start basing, you take the feelings out of it. And again, everything is, in your mind, contractual. It's based off performance. So just like it is on your job, you know, there's a yearly evaluation. You know, for a lot of companies, they evaluate you at the end of the year, decide if they're going to bring you back. That's how you should date. Because again, I know a lot of people right now who have stayed in relationships just because of the time they put in. I've been with this person for 4-5 years and I got too much time invested. Then you ask the magic question of, but when did it go wrong? But when did the love go? Then you ask the magic question, when did the milk expire? And then somebody be like, what? Then I'll ask you again, when did the milk expire? When did your relationship become expired milk? And what I mean by expired milk is, you know, like how in your refrigerator, you'll have some milk that's past its due date. And it's been sitting up there for a long time. It's been lingering. And all it does is just take up space. But, you know, you can't drink it. You can't do anything with it. But all it does is just take up space. And again, you can't do anything with it. See, a lot of y'all got that going on in your relationships. You just have expired milk, due date, been passed, but it's still sitting up there just because. Just because. And that's not how a relationship is supposed to go. Again, a relationship, in my mind, in my view, every day ain't gonna be Sunday, but at the end of the day, if you have a CEO's mentality, you have to ask yourself the magic question. I know a lot of people who are going through relationship stuff right now, as a matter of fact. And I always ask this one question. Okay. If you were a business, would you still hire your person again? And if it's a quick yes, you're good. But if it's a I have to think about it type deal, you're in trouble. Or if you can't answer if you'd hire your person again, if you would renew their contract, you're in trouble. Okay, so that's how you have, I mean, really, that's how you have to start looking at relationships from now on. As a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, as the owner of an NFL franchise, because again, you have to draft right, you have to scout right. You have to find somebody who's going to help you win the championship. Because at the end of the day, you want to be on the winning team. You just don't stay on a losing squad just because. You have to pick talent. You have to pick that person who's going to bring out the best in you. Because you have to understand that you are the best and you deserve every great thing that comes your way. So that's my lesson of the day. Again, start acting like a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Take the emotions out of it and basically run yourself like it's a company. Qualify your people and even qualify your friends, because a lot of times your friends could be the detriment of your relationships, of your blessings, because you didn't qualify them. A lot of people who are still in your life that shouldn't be in your life, you've kept around like expired milk because you've been friends with them since the 3rd, 4th grade. But they still having the same issues and bringing the same drama to you. Again, you have to qualify everybody in your life to take this thing to the next level. And that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. I hope this helped you from a relationship standpoint, even from a friendship standpoint, because again, you're special. You're extremely special. There's only one you. There's only one you. You're unique, but you can't know that you're unique now, but still act like everybody else. There's a responsibility that comes with dating. There's a responsibility when it comes even to expanding and taking your life to the next level. You have to monitor everything that goes on in your life as if you are a CEO, from the bottom all the way up to the top, because your life is that important. So start treating your life like a CEO, like the owner of an NFL franchise, because again, you're that serious and you're that important. So now I challenge you to start walking and acting like you're that important. So let's go get it. Love y'all. Have an awesome day.